What if I told you that your pension is dead, not dying, and that AI and crypto didn't just kill it, they buried it quietly without even asking you? So if you're still hoping that your pension will rescue you at 60, let me give you the hard, straight talk. That train has left the station. And it's not your fault. The world changed, and the pension system didn't change with it. So in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to show you hard evidence, hard facts behind why pensions, the way we used to know it, the traditional pension system has quietly collapsed. Why AI and crypto finished the job. And most importantly, I'm going to show you what you can still do to save yourself. So this is perhaps one of the most important videos you have watched in a long time. So it's not late, but the window is closing. So let's go with it. The problem, number one, let's start with some uncomfortable truth. The pension system was designed for a world that no longer exists. Fact number one, pensions were built for the 1950s economy. Pensions were originally built when people started working at 20, retired at 60, and died at 65. That was the way it was designed. Companies promised you lifelong employment, and then the government debts were low, particularly the government's debts were low at the time. Inflation was modest, and populations were young. That was when it was designed. Fast forward to today's world. We are living up to 80, 90, and even 100. I have been seeing, as I move around and see obituaries of people dying at 102, 103, 105. I have been screaming this for months. So we are living up to 100. Companies no longer offer stable, lifelong jobs. They don't. And governments are drowning in debt. Americans are screaming about the incredible debt that their governments earn. And most Americans believe that that debt can never be paid off. Which is why you should study crypto, which is why you should study Bitcoin. There's something about it coming. But I'm moving ahead of myself. And then the other thing is that inflation is quietly eroding savings faster than pensions can grow. So the math is broken. Most pension funds around the world were not built to pay people for 30 to 40 years of retirement. No, that can't happen. That wasn't built. When they started it, they expected you to just live for like 3 to 5 years and die. But that math is broken. Fact number two, pension funds are quietly underfunded. A 2023 report by OECD shows that many national pension schemes are already underfunded. The US Social Security Trust Fund is projected to start reducing benefits by 2034. This is fact. And 2034 might sound like a long time. It's just 9 years away. In the United Kingdom, the Pension Protection Fund has warned of severe funding gaps. They have been screaming. And in Nigeria, the story is even worse. Many state pensions are in arrears, and some retirees wait for many years, sometimes up to 5, 10 years, to receive a fraction of their pension. Many retirees in Nigeria die without ever having accessed their pension. So that should tell you something. And in fact, we hear that the Nigerian police retirees are about to protest. Massive protests because of pension problems. Ladies and gentlemen, protest will not solve this problem. But I'll tell you what we do that. Fact number three, AI and crypto are reshaping the work and wealth game. It's reshaping the way work happens. It's also reshaping the wealth game. Here is where it gets even more uncomfortable. AI and crypto didn't just show up. They changed the rules totally. What are the impacts of AI? Number one is accelerating job displacement. McKinsey predicts that AI could replace up to 800 million jobs globally by 2030. It sounds like a long time away. It's just 5 years. You just snap your finger like this, blink your eye, and it's 2030. 800 million jobs will be displaced by AI. The jobs also that used to fund pensions, those factory work, administrative jobs, and even customer service, those jobs are disappearing fast. There are fewer workers. Fewer workers mean fewer contributions. And then fewer contributions mean more pension strain. And what is the crypto's impact? Meanwhile, crypto disrupted trust in the traditional financial system. So millions are now building decentralized wealth systems outside banks and pension funds. As a matter of fact, I was talking with a friend of mine the other day, and I was asking his own experience with developing his estate fund, his will, and his estate system. And he told me that he built it totally based on crypto. I was amazed. So the old gatekeepers are losing control. And then Bitcoin, Ethereum, DeFi, they are all attracting people who no longer believe in waiting for 40 years for a payout called pension. So this is the wake-up moment. If you are 50 and under, and you are still waiting for pension, you are betting your life on a system that's already bankrupt. In principle, the pension funds are bankrupt. And even if you're over 50, the painful truth is this: even the pension you've earned may not carry you through the extended life expectancy. No, it's not. And the system is not built for you. It's not for your safety net anymore. But here is the good news. You don't have to wait for the system. You can build your own. You know, in the Financial Fitness Challenge, I have been emphasizing the importance of building a system. And then many of you have been hearing me scream, if you are 40 and above, focus on building a system for wealth and a system for your retirement and a system for the future. Do not put it into the hands of another person or the hands of the government. So you don't need to wait for the system. You can build your own starting now. So let me show you how. Okay, so you need to build your own, you can call it Pension 2.0. It's a self-funded, flexible system based on 3 practical pillars. So let me give you 3 pillars of your system, of your own pension fund 2.0. So pillar number 1 is cash flowing assets now. This is why I've been emphasizing, in the Financial Fitness Challenge group, which is my mentorship group, monthly mentorship group, I've been emphasizing the importance of buying assets, buying cash flowing assets, because the secret pillar, the most powerful pillar of Pension 2.0 is cash flow. So forget about waiting for 30 years. My goodness, you can start flowing cash now. And I teach the everyday money system. You can do this through small online businesses. Nothing is stopping you. The world is literally, global market is literally online today. Nothing is stopping you from doing a small online business. You can do real estate rental units. You can do dividend paying stocks. You can do content monetization. YouTube pays. And there's also digital products that pay. They pay me every single day. People are always ordering something I created that solves some problems for them, and they are paying me on a daily basis. So there's also peer-to-peer lending, but you have to vet that carefully. So cash flow beats capital gains in the new era. Type it in the comment section. Cash flow beats capital gains in the new era. A person who earns $10 every day is far more powerful and financially free than someone who earns $10,000 but doesn't know when the next one is coming. You just earn $10,000 occasionally. Okay, so the pillar number 2 is the gig economy, the gig and ownership economy. So you must own something. The key to wealth is ownership, not renting. So the gig economy is not the enemy, it's the bridge. So you can do skill monetization, monetize your skill. You can do freelancing. You can build your personal brand like I am doing, and it's powerful. And then, don't just stop at gigs. Gigs should fund assets, income from your gigs, your freelancing, your online businesses, your consulting, your coaching. The income should go into funding assets. You are converting that income to ownership. Why? Because the asset ownership is the bridge to your self-funded pension 2.0. Pillar number 3, adopt the Sabbath fund mindset. What is the Sabbath fund mindset? Set up a Sabbath fund. It's a fund that can sustain you and your family for at least 1 year without working. That is your Sabbath fund. Start small. You can start with 3 months and then scale it to 6 months and then later 1 year and even beyond that. So that gives you a breathing space to reinvent yourself. If you want to learn AI, you want to learn cryptocurrency before you get wiped out by AI. And then I am also teaching the concept of mini retirement. Don't wait until you are 60 or 65 to give yourself a retirement. You can take a mini retirement every 7 years or every 10 years. And I have seen this many times. Avoid desperation jobs in your later years. So many people just take, in their later years, they just take any kind of job, desperation job. And one thing usually happens. It lowers your dignity and your self-respect. So let's land this plane. In summary, pension is dead. AI and crypto buried it. But you don't have to bury your dreams with it. The system may be collapsing, but you can build your own. Start creating cash flowing assets now as I'm speaking, and then leverage the gig economy to fund your ownership, and then build your Sabbath fund. This is very practical. Don't wait. Save yourself right now. And if this is eye-opening for you, and then you're saying, oh boy, this is incredible. This is interesting. I never thought about it this way. But I'm too busy or too old to know. I don't even know where to start. I'm overwhelmed. Where do I begin to do these things you're recommending? Then the Financial Fitness Challenge, my monthly mentorship group, is exactly for you. It is $125. But if you take action immediately after this, you can pay $20 less. That is $105. It's 3-week mentorship where we are going to help you see money differently and then begin to prepare for these things that we're talking about, to start flowing your cash flow, to start thinking about everyday money concept, to start investing, buying assets that will pay you while you sleep. In Nigerian Naira, it's 125,000 Naira. But if you take action immediately, you can pay only 105,000. You pay once, it's not a monthly subscription. So if it is you, send a WhatsApp message to this number I'm going to give you. All you need to say is send me early bird payment details. Send that WhatsApp message to +234 8088 000111. Do that right now and then we'll get started. So remember that your pension is dead. AI crypto just buried it. And this is your only way out. Whatever happens, keep showing up because you never know what's coming your way next. And I'll see you in the next video.